So if I'm going to get started on this, this is kind of foreign to me. Maybe it's a little bit scary, and we tend to not articulate that we're afraid of trying something new.
Sure.
What are the things that you've seen from the work that you do with your clients and people that you talk to that might be hurdles that are come on early on, and how do people overcome those specific hurdles?
Well, the first thing is the most foundational thing, and that is thinking about relationships strategically. We tend to include our relationships in a listing in our CRM systems, and we map the different roles and levels. You know, Joe's the VP, he has Ed the VP, and Peter's the manager, and he has Joe the manager. At the end of the day, that's fine, but what are you doing to advance that relationship? So the first thing to really think about is, are we mapping the right folks together, and then what are we doing to move that dynamic along? How are we thinking about that?
Seems like an ongoing process. So typically I would have a meeting, maybe a second meeting, and now the objective of this meeting is to present my solution or to negotiate price against a solution that we've offered. You're saying there's also a kind of a secondary agenda to say, I'm going to strengthen this relationship today?
You should be thinking about strengthening the relationship every time you're together. The spotlight's always on, and I think that's a blocker. I call it your perpetual audition. We tend to get a little comfortable once we work with folks for a little bit, and over time, that comfort, we get a little sloppy, we can get a little lazy. But if you can think about every time you're going in, that you're somewhere on a relational ladder, and that you want to continue to advance or at least sustain the relationship where it is, that's the first step. Because relationships atrophy, that's why I use a ladder, because you can fall back down a ladder just like you can go up a ladder.